What is going on, everybody? Back at you again with another episode and edition of this Move the Chains podcast with your man and the host of this hour, Sam McIntyre. We're doing well tonight on this late Monday night during the Bills-Jets game. I'm recording this right before halftime of the Jets-Bills game. So I wanted to get on here today. I wanted to talk about my Jaguars-Bears post-game prediction, the game I saw clips of yesterday. I was in Chicago. Shout out to my cousin Ryan McIntyre for getting married. I'm happy for you. I love you, bro. But I wanted to get on that, what was going on with that. I had the Bengals-Giants game last night. And then I just want to talk about today that Lion absolute beat-down, ass-kicking, slaughter of the sheep from the movie Wall Street, who original with Michael Douglas and Charlie Sheen, and just the Cowboy misery. And shout out to my guy, Mike Kesnick. Congrats on almost having a kid. I love you, bro. And I just want to get on that. So, first off, I want to start with Jaguars and Bears. So, this is a tale of two teams to me. Jaguars, to me, are dysfunctional. And I don't know where you look to fix the problems. The Jaguars, to me, are just a mess. They kind of are what they are ever since Shah Khan has bought the Jaguars from Wayne Weaver back in the day. You know, they had their moments with Tom Coughlin early on. They're an expansion team like the Panthers. They had some momentum with Tom Coughlin. Then he leaves. Jack Del Rio was there for a little bit. Had some ups and downs, but had some momentum. Went to the playoffs a couple times, beat the Steelers. We remember, and they had that 1 year with Saxonville. But overall, it's been a shitty franchise. I mean, they're like the Raiders, the Jets, the Lions, before they are now, obviously. But this is not fixable to me. The Jaguars are not a fixable team. They're not soft. They're too soft on the team. They're not disciplined enough, which is kind of bizarre because I said this before. Doug Peterson comes to Philadelphia, where they're tough, and they always built from the lines of scrimmage. I can't figure that out. You got a quarterback who I've been critical of. I love you, but he tells you what he is, which is he doesn't love football. How the fuck do you not love football? I can't figure that out. Maybe he's just too damn talented to work. I don't know. It goes back to this Clemson quarterback thing. Good God, how many have there been in the league? Deshaun used to be great. He's a fucking shell of himself. Jesus Christ. It's like George Carlin, man. It's like, God help us. Jesus. And then Taj Boyd sucked. And then, what quarterback's done well at Clemson? And here we go again. Trevor never faced anything. He's always had it easy. He goes to a shitty team. Now, granted, I'll admit it. That Rook first year, I scratched completely because Urban Meyer was your coach. Who, a.k.a. Fraud Meyer. Anybody FM radio? Woo, woo, woo. Fraud Meyer, FM radio. Woo, woo. Okay? Fraud Meyer. I don't want to hear about. He's the biggest piece of shit on this fucking planet. Scumbag 2.0. Okay? Jesus Christ. Don't tell me he didn't know about Aaron Hernandez. Give me a break. Okay? That's a whole other discussion for a whole other day. My point is, I let Trevor have that year off because he sucked and he wasn't good, but the coaching was bad. Okay. Get Doug Peterson. You go to the playoffs. Now, they were down 27-0. That was more Brandon Staley. In over his head. Whatever. More about Sirianni. Jesus Christ, dude. You're jousting with the fans. Hey, Nick, I got news for you, bro. You almost lost yesterday as an 8-point favorite at home. Maybe less jousting and more fucking doing. Chop, motherfucker. You need to get on the ball. How the fuck are you not getting Saquon Barkley that damn ball? He's your prized possession in the offseason. You can't do shit with him. I'm tired. I'm out. So back to the Eagles. I'm sorry. Back to the Jaguars. Sorry, I'm getting off topic here. So now the Jaguars are in a weird spot. They're 1-5. There's no momentum. And I guess Doug Peterson's going to get fired. But I would do this. I would fire Trent Baalke, general manager. Because a couple years ago, they had a chance to take Aiden Hutchinson. Now, I'll get to them in a second. Terrible injury. Praying for you, big fella. You're a great player in this league. Now, you disappear at times. But you're a really good pass rusher. You're not Myles Garrett, Max Crosby, all those guys. But you're getting there. There's moments, you got to mold that clay a little bit more. But he's a product that could really do success. And he was leading the league in sacks. I think he had 4.5 against Tampa in one game a couple weeks ago. But Jacksonville's got to figure something out. Are they going to hire Belichick? I would not. I've said this multiple times on here to people that I know. I would not. Now, again, it's kind of a teethless market. There's not a lot going on. But it's just a mess. I mean, I would get a new quarterback from Jacksonville, but they got so much money invested in them, and you're kind of screwed. So you're kind of in no man's land, and it's just kind of a shitty situation. Now, I want to flip side of the Bears. Listen, I am still not convinced. Listen, they play great. You've beaten shitty teams. Okay. But I told a couple of my family members this past weekend. Slow down a little bit. I got to see you play the Packers, who are looking really good. Jordan Love's coming back. Looks excellent. Minnesota can go on a run. They're undefeated right now. Now, I don't know if are they going to go 16-0 like the Patriots did and then lose Super Bowl? I don't know. But they look really good. Coaching staff, everything's excellent. The Lions, shout out to Matt Kesnick. They are balling right now. That domination of Dallas yesterday was just awesome. So that NFC North is loaded. The Bears are going to be a fourth-place team. I said that before the year. I do think Caleb is getting more comfortable, but I just need to see a little bit more. Can he beat Green Bay and Green Bay when the games are bigger? He hasn't played that yet. I'm with most people. Listen, if he proves me wrong, he proves me wrong. But I'm going off what I've seen. He's done okay. I need to see a little bit more. Play Packers, play the Vikings, play the Lions, and then we'll come call me. Because if you can win a couple of those games and kind of split it, I'll go, okay, then you got my respect. But until then, I'm out. So the second game I want to get to was the Bengals-Giants game in New York last night. Bengals needed this win badly. Because if they went 1-5, Zach Taylor blow it up, it's over. I would have fired Zach Taylor, that night. But they escaped last night. That was Jesus. It just was an ugly game to watch. My eyes need checked after that. But you know what? Joe Shiesty is a baller. He could play with Patrick Mahomes. He could play with Herbert, anybody in this league. I've seen Joe Burrow do it. On the flip side of the Giants, I really like Daboll a lot. And again, I heard this morning, I didn't love that Malik Neighbors went to a Travis Scott concert last night. During the game, I don't know what was going on, but again, I'm out, man. That's just not a good look. It's not a good look, man. It's like when I see women that are vaping, I put stop sign up. Stop sign. I'm out. I can't do it. So Malik Neighbors does that shit. Brian Daboll, who's kind of like a chubbier version of Bill Parcells, as I've heard before, went after him. And he should have. That's not a good look, dude. What are you doing? You're hurt. What are you doing? This is showing Odell Beckham vibes to me. You're going to a concert when the game's going on? What are we doing? You a dope? Get your head out of your ass. What are we doing? So, Giants to me, I said this last week. Everybody's my witness. Okay? They're right there, man. Now, they got to make plays, no doubt about it. But last night, Brian Daboll can coach. If the Giants this offseason decide, you know what? We're going to go a different direction at coach, I would be mad at them for that. Because you should not fire Brian Daboll. It's not a Brian Daboll issue. This is a Daniel Jones, John Mara issue. That's the problem here. Now, the Giants have a lot of pieces I like. That front four got after the Bengals last night. With that kid, Oluzolare, sexy Dexy, hitting his dance. Brian Burns, they got him in from the Panthers. What a steal that was. That guy's a beast. I said it when he was in Carolina. He's got that rare bend around that corner like Von Miller or Robert Quinn did when he was first with the Rams when they were in St. Louis. Great bend, big, fast, athletic guy. Okay. So the Giants moving forward, they're not out of this yet. They are 2-4, like the Raiders. I'll give you that. But here's my thing right now. The Giants have some winnable games coming up. Now, you got to win them, but it's manageable. So Giants, it's a little bleak, but I still think they could reel off some wins down the stretch. The Seattle game was very impressive last week up in Seattle, but the Bengals need that win. That was my takeaway from that game. And I want to get to the Lions game. Shout out to Mike Kesnick. That was an absolute beatdown. And you know what, Detroit? You deserve that win because last year you got jobbed in Dallas on that Monday night game. And I'll say this. The Lions fit Dan Campbell. The more and more I watch Dan Campbell, the more and more I go, that's the guy. And I was in Detroit last year for the Raider-Lion game in Detroit with my dad, and it was a blast. Now, we didn't come on the winning side of it, but it was cool, the view that I got. I was in the end zone coming our way. Marcus Peters picked 6 off, obviously on that weird throw. But my point is, this team Now, they got to close the deal now. They got to the NFC Championship game last year. They got to close the deal. But I'll say this right now. They're a playoff team to me. They are a playoff team. Jared Goff's got experience. His offensive line, lean on you. And they got creativity with Ben Johnson. The weapons galore. Good God, man. Sam Laporta. Sammy, I love you, bro. Jameson Williams is balling. They got the offensive line I just mentioned. Their D-line's pretty good. This team is stacked. It's a loaded football team. And I'm telling you what, the Lions are one of 12 teams that have never won a Super Bowl. I'm telling you, man, they're right there. And I'm telling you, they get hot. Whew. And you get them on a good day, watch out. Because that offense and the way they can get on you on that offensive line, running that football with Gibbs and David Montgomery, the two sledgehammers. You got a sledgehammer, you got a lightning bolt. That combination with that offensive line. Penei Sewell's the best right tackle in football. Or left tackle, excuse me. Enough. Like Lane Johnson was. He's old, okay? Trent Williams is still good, but he's getting up there. So, right now, you have to. I'm glad you got him locked up because that guy is a stud. He's a baller. I know everybody got shit a couple years ago because they didn't take Jamar Chase, the Lions, but you made the right decision. In that front office, I can't thank it enough. If it's a Lion fan, like, I'm a Packer fan, a little bit. But just watching that team, it's incredible. And I'm so happy for the city of Detroit. I really am. Now, I got to trust you when it comes down to it, though. That's what I'm saying. So, and the last thing I wanted to get on here, I want to talk about the Cowboys for a second. Because, oh, brother, the accident just keeps on happening every year. It's the same old with Jerry. And, it's funny. I just hear that name Jerry, and it just screams ego to me. And I've said this before. But now it's coming full surface. Hey, Jerry, how was that birthday present yesterday? You're 82 years old and you're the GM? Does that make any sense? No, I don't think so. And you gave Dak all that money. And Micah Parsons too busy doing his podcasting shit when he really should be focused on rushing the passer. Because in the biggest games, Green Bay, Buffalo, where you at, bro? Kind of one-trick pony, bitch. Where you at? Where you at? I can't see you. Is that... Hello? So, I heard some rumors today that you could give up picks. I don't know what you do if you're the Cowboys. Now, again, would they fire McCarthy? No. And stop telling me McCarthy's the problem. He's not your issue. Your issue is that guy upstairs who's a jack-off idiot and a dumbass. Stop holding weekly pressers, Jerry. Your ego is being stroked. Okay? Enough. And you know what? You fuck around, you're going to find out. And you did this fuck around shit back in the day with Jimmy Johnson when you guys were winning and you got your fucking feelings hurt. Oh, poor me. Bullshit. Because you both wanted credit. You know what? You get what you get. You fuck around, you're going to find out. And the Cowboys, they fucked around and they're finding out right now. Dak Prescott's not the guy. And this team's soft. The worst thing you can be called is a football team. And it's a joke. And I love it every time the Cowboys lose. Stephen A. with that fucking grinning. Woo! I love it. So that's all I wanted to get on here tonight. As I always say, hit the like, subscribe, share a button to your friends. Let your friends know about my pod. I'm going to keep these videos coming this week. Got a lot of things to come up. But I hope you guys are doing well and have a great night.